The placement of the white moon, also known as Selene or Lulu, in the third house of a natal chart is an exquisite marker of karmic protection and divine lucidity centered on the mind, communication, and immediate environment. In esoteric astrology, Selene represents our guardian angel point, the area of life where we have accumulated positive karma and where we receive grace without necessarily having to struggle for it. When this celestial influence illuminates the third house, it purifies the way an individual perceives the world and interacts with their peers. The sanctified mind and speech. At its core, Selene in the third house bestows the gift of right speech. People with this placement often possess a natural filter that prevents them from engaging in the darker aspects of Gemini-ruled territory, such as malicious gossip, deceit, or intellectual manipulation. There is an inherent honesty in their communication. Even if they are not consciously religious or spiritual, their words tend to carry a vibration of healing or clarity. They often find that they say exactly what someone else needs to hear at a critical moment, acting as an accidental messenger for higher truths. Intellectually, this placement suggests a mind that is shielded from mental confusion or brain fog during times of crisis. While others may succumb to panic or misinformation, the individual with Selene in the third house maintains a peculiar, light-filled clarity. They are often drawn to subjects that elevate the collective consciousness, such as education, uplifting literature, or restorative journalism. Harmony in the immediate circle. The third house governs our siblings, neighbors, and cousins, the people who make up our daily social fabric. With Selene here, these relationships are often sources of profound protection and support. If there were conflicts in early childhood, the individual likely played the role of the peacemaker or was protected from the brunt of family dysfunction by a sibling or a supportive neighbor. In many cases, the siblings of a person with this placement are seen as blessings. There is a karmic bond that provides a safety net. When the individual is in trouble, it is often a brother, sister, or someone from their local community who appears with the solution. Conversely, the individual themselves acts as a lighthouse for their peers, offering a non-judgmental ear and a rational perspective that helps others navigate their own mental storms. Grace in motion and learning. Because the third house rules short-distance travel and transportation, Selene acts as a protective shield during daily commutes and brief trips. There is often a lucky quality to their travels, missing a train that ends up being delayed or avoiding an accident by a split-second intuition. They move through the world with a certain rhythmic ease, finding beauty in the mundane details of their neighborhood. Regarding education, Selene here suggests a smooth path through primary and secondary schooling. These individuals often encounter mentor figures early in life, teachers who recognize their potential and guide them toward their intellectual calling. They possess a remarkable ability to simplify complex information, making them excellent teachers, writers, or public speakers. Their learning process is not one of grueling effort, but rather one of remembering knowledge they seem to already possess on a soul level. The higher calling of the messenger. The shadow side of the third house involves the noise of the world, the constant chatter of social media, news, and superficial interactions. Selene provides an internal compass that helps the individual navigate this noise without losing their soul. They are the ones who use their platforms to spread hope rather than fear. Ultimately, the white moon in the third house is a call to be a conscious bridge between the mundane and the divine. The individual's task is to take the high vibrational insights of the higher mind and translate them into the simple, everyday language of the people. By remaining true to their integrity and refusing to weaponize their intellect, they ensure that their mental environment remains a sanctuary of light, influencing everyone they encounter in their daily walk through life. When White Moon Selene resides in the third house, its expression is filtered through the lens of the zodiac sign it occupies. This sign dictates the flavor of your mental protection and how you distribute your light to those around you. Selene in the 12 signs. Aries, your thoughts and speech are infused with courage and pioneering spirit. You are protected from impulsive mental errors and serve as a knight for the truth, using your words to defend those who cannot speak for themselves. Taurus, this placement brings a calming, grounding quality to your communication. Your words have a physical weight and healing power, often providing the steady, common sense advice that others rely on during chaotic times. Gemini, Selene is exceptionally comfortable here, amplifying intellectual brilliance. You possess a divine curiosity and an uncanny ability to process vast amounts of information without becoming overwhelmed or cynical. Cancer, your mind is deeply intuitive and your speech is soulful. You communicate with a maternal tenderness that can heal emotional wounds, and your childhood memories or ties to siblings are often your greatest source of light. Leo, you communicate with warmth, nobility, and creativity. Your words are meant to inspire and awaken the hearts of others. You are protected from the pettiness of the ego, choosing to use your intellect to shine rather than dominate. Virgo, this bestows a sacred precision to the mind. You have a gift for words that heal through clarity and practical service. You are protected from excessive anxiety, finding peace through organization and helping others solve their problems. Libra, your communication style is a work of art. You are a natural diplomat whose presence alone can de-escalate tension. Selene here ensures that your interactions are always marked by grace, fairness, and aesthetic beauty. Scorpio, you possess a profound psychological insight that is used for transformation rather than manipulation. You are protected from dark thoughts, instead acting as a lighthouse for those navigating their own shadows or taboos. Sagittarius, this is the mark of the spiritual storyteller. You have a natural gift for teaching and synthesizing high-level philosophy into everyday language. Your optimism is your shield, and your words often carry prophetic weight. Capricorn, you communicate with integrity, authority, and wisdom beyond your years. Your mental light is disciplined, helping you build structures, like books or educational programs, that stand the test of time and benefit society. Aquarius, your mind is tuned to the future and the collective good. You are protected from social prejudice and groupthink, often acting as a medium for revolutionary ideas that bring people together in harmony. Pisces, this is the most poetic and mystical placement. Your speech is often lyrical or metaphorical, and you possess a telepathic sensitivity to the thoughts of others. You are a mental healer who uses words to bridge the gap between earth and the divine. While the natal placement of White Moon Selene acts as a permanent guardian over your intellect, its transit through the third house represents a temporary season of mental purification, a 7-month window, based on its roughly 7-year cycle, where the noise of the world quiets down to allow the voice of truth to emerge. The transit of mental clarification. When Selene transits your third house, it acts like a cosmic filter for your perception. If you have been mired in confusion, bogged down by information overload, or caught in a cycle of misunderstandings, this transit arrives to sweep the mental cobwebs away. It is often described as a period of spiritual literacy. You suddenly find yourself able to read between the lines, recognizing the higher purpose behind the mundane events of your daily life. During this time, the guardian angel energy is actively working through your speech and your connections. You might find that you are protected from making costly mistakes in contracts, emails, or negotiations. A voice in your head, sharper and more benevolent than usual, might tell you to double-check a document or hold back a sharp retort, ultimately saving a relationship or a professional opportunity. Healing the local environment. The third house is the sphere of the near at hand. As Selene moves through this sector, she brings a sense of peace to your immediate surroundings. This transit is an ideal time for reconciliation. If there has been friction with siblings or neighbors, the transit provides a grace window where apologies are more easily accepted and old wounds can be talked through with surprising ease. Sacred learning. You may feel a sudden urge to learn a new skill or language, not for profit, but for the sheer joy of expanding your mind. Information that previously seemed difficult becomes intuitive. The power of truth. This is a period where lies are difficult to maintain. If you have been deceiving yourself or others, Selene's light makes the truth feel more attractive than the comfort of a secret. The messenger's mission. On a karmic level, a Selene transit through the third house often brings a message that changes your trajectory. This could come through a book you randomly find, a podcast that resonates deeply, or a casual conversation on a bus. Because the third house is about the distribution of information, you are also being called to be a source of light for others. You might find that people gravitate toward you for advice more than usual during these months. Your role is to listen without judgment and speak with integrity. By acting as a clear channel for helpful, honest information, you accumulate merit or positive karma that stays with you long after the transit has moved on to the fourth house. It is a time to remember that your words are seeds. Selene ensures that if you plant them with good intent, the harvest will be one of profound peace. Subscribe, like, and share.